Kristen,
Yeah.
what does it say to you that in a relatively short period of time, the secretary and poor Mr. Zarif managed to get, managed to resolve this situation, and over the course of 5 or so phone calls, and yet over the course of 3 years and far many more face-to-face and telephone face-to-face meetings and telephone calls, at which you guys say he raises the cases of the detained American civilians in Iran on every occasion, that has not yet been resolved. What does that say to you? I mean, Zarif
Sure.
apparently delivered here, and on these other cases, he either hasn't delivered or you haven't made as forceful an argument, and I think you would reject
Well,
that.
yeah, I was about to say on the second point, I know the secretary at every occasion raises.
So what gives?
I mean, our side of this equation or our side of this story. We believe they should be home yesterday. We continue to make that case. We continue to call on the Iranians to release these individuals. I can't speak to the inner workings of the Iranian judicial system or even the political system that they can't resolve this issue and return these individuals home. It's our strong belief that they should be released immediately and be home with their families.
Right.
But I'm not going to draw a comparison.
Okay, but you say you shouldn't undersell the value of this line of communication, and shouldn't you also not oversell it?
And if I didn't make that clear, I said that. I said nobody's under any illusions that all is forgiven. We can move forward into a bright, sunshiny future.
Well, you're not at all concerned.
And I think no, and I think we sorry, Matt, I'm not trying to speak over you, but I think we're clear-eyed about the challenges that remain in the relationship, and that's one of them.
But you're not at all concerned that the hailing of this diplomatic triumph by administration officials in all over town, not just here, but the Pentagon and the White House as well, is not overselling the value of this line of communication when on issues such as the detainees, the civilian detainees, the bad acts in the region, the missile tests, this line of communication hasn't produced anything.
It's a legitimate point, and Arshad raised it as well, and you have as well, to say we still have issues of serious concern with Iran, and we need to work at resolving.
Okay, but
issues.
you don't think you're not? No one's concerned that you're overselling the value of the line of communications. That's my question.
Right. No.
Okay. The one very brief one on the trip.
Guys,